Okay, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Let's talk about the shutdown, the amnesty, the DACA. Let's go to number 30. Tell me how you feel. 706. Tell me how you feel. How does that really make you feel, okay? 706-889-9700 and chief@fetyournews.com. And there are all the social media ways to follow us. You can always get involved. How does this make you feel? Go to number 30. So this is just a real 4:01 a.m. CNN has up here. Senate GOP proposal to end shutdown. $5.7 billion for a border wall. 3-year DACA extension. 3-year temporarily protected status extension. Okay, and this is going to go to the floor tomorrow. This is the deal that the president is offering. So while you keep that on the screen, I've got a question. First of all, let's go here, all right? I want to come back to this. Do you have those two numbers? Okay. Put those up. Okay, folks, here is Senator David Perdue in Washington, D.C. Here's Senator David Perdue's number. Senator Johnny Isakson, if you're in Georgia, so anywhere in the United States you can find your senator, but this is the two here in Georgia. David Perdue and Johnny Isakson, leave those up just for a minute. Write those numbers down, because what I would like for you to do after this segment is you decide for yourself if you want the Senate, if you want these senators to take the deal the president has offered, call and tell them to take the deal. If you want these senators to say no to the president on the deal that's being offered, call these senators and say no. But get involved today, okay? So let's go back here for a minute to that picture I have up. Now, one of these things is not like the other. Do you know, was it number 30? One of these things is not like the other. One of these things don't belong, okay? Now, constitutionally, what is constitutional and what is not? When do you do something based on the Constitution and when do you not? Now, the $5.7 billion for the border wall is constitutional. It is within our Constitution for the President of the United States to protect us from all enemies, foreign and domestic. All right? They take an oath. It is his oath as President of the United States, as Commander-in-Chief, to protect our borders from any kind of invasions, period. The list goes on. We could do 25, 30 minutes on this, but the $5.7 billion for border wall is constitutional. So my opinion, BKP's opinion, you want $5.7 billion for border wall security, and you don't care about anything else. You'll sign when that is there, no other deal. Scrap the rest. So that is constitutional. Now, 3-year DACA extension and 3-year temporary protected status extension is not constitutional. All right? Now, the reason they want the Senate to do this is they want to run it through the Senate, okay? So they could say that the President of the United States did not push it down the American people's throat for amnesty. Now, this is from the Heritage Foundation. This is from the Heritage Foundation, and this is September 8th of 2017. Now, the thing about this, and some are yelling this is amnesty, and I'm going to have to tell you I'm in the group that this is amnesty, and I think it comes off the table. I will not turn my back on the President of the United States. I will support the President of the United States. I will be highly disappointed if he follows through with this deal that he has proposed. I think Rush needs to tell him today. I know that angers some people, and I know Rush claims he does not, so we'll just leave it there. I like Rush Limbaugh, and so I think you either need to do two things, call David Perdue, Johnny Isakson, or send Rush an email, but we need to tell them that we do not agree, my opinion, with this as amnesty. DACA is unconstitutional, as Obama admitted, all right? And this is from 2017 from the Heritage Foundation. So I started reading some stuff yesterday, wanted to see where I'm at. President Donald Trump has caught a lot of heat for rescinding the Deferred Action Childhood Arrivals Program with a 6-month wind down. Few people seen Few people seem aware that he's ending an administrative amnesty for illegal aliens that President Barack Obama lacked the constitutional and legal authority to implement. Okay? Let's see here. I want to get down to... Let's see, U.S. minors, including teenagers. He promised them that they wouldn't be deported and provided them with... All right, so in 2012, he did anyway. He put DACA in place to provide legal status to illegal aliens brought to the United States as minors, including as teenagers. He promised him that they wouldn't be deported and provided them with work authorization and access to Social Security and other government benefits. Now, the President of the United States says they will not have, and that is President Donald Trump, access. They will not have access to citizenship. But he's going to give them a Social Security card. And I'm going to tell you, in the United States of America, as soon as you hand somebody work authorization and you hand them a Social Security card and they start paying into things in the state where they live and work, they're here, okay? And he did this in spite of the fact that immigration laws passed by Congress do not give President the ability to do this. Indeed, Congress specifically rejected bills to provide such benefits. All right. As Attorney General, like him or not, Jeff Sessions pointed out this week, DACA contributed to a surge of unaccompanied minors on the southern border that yielded terrible humanitarian consequences. What I am hearing all the way through the camera from you out there, but this time, ask Ronald Reagan, okay, if we could, if he would go back and change the amnesty deal of 1986. But this time we're going to get border security. But this time we're going to build barriers. But this time, hey, wait a minute, let's just do that. All right? So every time Nancy Pelosi says, you can't just shut the government down. You can't do that. You got to open it back up. You can't hold it hostage. I know, what's with her chicken beak, that she does all the time? Okay? So every time they all yell, Republicans, pay attention. Every single time they all yell, open the government, then we will talk. That's what they said in 86. Pass it. Give us amnesty. Then we will talk. Then we will talk. Then we will talk. No, they will not. No, they will not. Period. Get that through your thick head. They will not talk. Open the government and we will talk. No. I am telling you today, if Thursday, 3-year DACA extension, 3-year temporary protected status extension, illegal amnesty goes into place, it'll be, as Yogi Berra said, it'll be deja vu all over again. $5.7 billion border wall, it's nothing. So Jeff Sessions pointed that out, that the yielded terrible humanitarian crisis, since most DACA beneficiaries are now adults, it also denied jobs for hundreds of thousands of Americans, allowed the same job to illegal aliens, okay? The Fifth Circuit, under the Constitution, Congress has authority over immigration. President does not. DACA program deferred to place a debate on illegal aliens were minors when they came to this country. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see. The point is DACA, without going into further, and there's so many others of these, okay? The place to have the debate about what to do about illegal aliens who were minors when they came to this country in the halls is in the halls of Congress, not the White House, okay? A law professor, Jonathan Turley, said if the president can claim sweeping discretion to suspend key federal laws, the entire legislative process becomes more than pretense. They are trying to get Obama's DACA moved through what he could not do. This may be the biggest behind the Oz curtain, behind the Oz we've ever seen. This may be the biggest smoke and mirrors that's ever been sent to the American people. Remember, Obama did DACA with executive order, and he doesn't have the constitutional right. Trump ended it with a 6-month wind down. Why is he going back? You've got to ask these questions whether you support the President of the United States or not. Why is the President going back against his hard line, the opposite direction of ending DACA, okay, and a 6-month wind down? Why is he doing that? It's in the courts now. If Donald Trump leaves it alone, it will be decided through the courts, maybe a 5-4 court, right? Why not? Why has this come to this point now? Why is $5.7 billion for a border wall got all of the Trump supporters whipped up into a frenzy? Why does it have us all whipped up into a frenzy? Why? Why are we getting excited over $5.7 billion given to us for border security and a barrier in a $1 trillion plus budget a year? Why are we getting whipped up into a frenzy over $5.7 billion? Why are we getting so excited like they've done something for us? If you're wearing the red hat today, the Make America Great Again hat, why are you getting in such a frenzy and all whipped up and excited over $5.7 billion when it's costing $155 or $200 billion a year to take care of these illegals? Why? Stop and ask yourself, what has got you in that frenzy that you're ready to go and move? Keep in mind, you're ready to move DACA out of the courts through because the President of the United States does not have authority, got it, to change immigration law. Obama did it through DACA. Trump said no, 6-month wind down. It's going through the courts now. Pieces of it are going through the court. Just leave it alone. But no, what do we really need to do to get Obama's DACA through is go through legislation. Are you, just a question, being tricked this morning into amnesty and pushing Obama's DACA and amnesty through the Senate, through the House, and then having Nancy or having them come out and say we got $5.7 billion for border wall, but we got these people a 3-year deal? Where is the chain migration bill? Okay, where is the migration? Where is the immigration lottery stopping that? Where is anything else that needs to be on the table? Chain migration, catch and release. Okay, the RISE Act, is that the name of it? Between Tom Cotton and David Perdue, remember when that was? Chain migration, the lottery system for immigration, okay? Where's all that? This deal falls short. So if I was calling Senator Perdue and Isaacson today and Rush Limbaugh, I would be saying absolutely not. The president does not need to try to sell me that this is a deal, because 5.7, that's what it is. It's a spit in the dirt compared to the billions and trillions we're wasting in this country. I'm your host, BKP. Let's take a little bit of a break here. Let's come back. Yeah, let's come back and talk Catholic kids. Who would have thought it? Take us to break.